You're alive.
We're live, yes. And yeah, I'm feeling very southern here today. How are you doing, Arnie?
Doing pretty good. Pretty good up here. I'm actually
Yeah,
excited. So
yeah. And I am so happy for you that you actually found somebody that we're going to be talking to on Sunday, along with Buckshot. So it'll be the three of us. And I felt that when you were telling me about him, I felt your energy and how excited. And I says, this has got to be really good. So I put one posting out on my YouTube, and it'll go further after this. But Jesse Blaze, who is he, and what do you want to tell us about him for our Sunday show?
all right, well, Jesse Blaze is a very, very talented individual, number one. Fantastic musician. He is spiritual, to the point, like for me anyway, he's someone I resonate. I would call him like a soul brother for me, pretty much. Basically, all the things he talks about, I'm just there with. He has a couple of different podcasts that he does the coolest geek alive and everything they didn't want you to know. He's very aware of the things that have been done to us and in this country, all those things like that. He'll be able to talk about on manipulation, and especially like with the music industry, because his father, his D. Schneider, was Twisted Sister. Um, he had the opportunity to move ahead in that industry, but would not do the deed that they want you to do to move ahead, to become famous. So I give him a lot of credit for that too. He's very strong-willed, um, but it's his just the way he puts things across. He's very eloquent. He's very educated. Um, he's just a really good person, and I'm looking forward to you guys meeting him.
Yeah, me too. Like I said, I'm going to go back and show you. I put a screen up here. It's the Truth Music in Comics. And let me just kind of show this here that you provided. It says
Yeah.
no. It says just Jesse Blaze. So he's a son of a famous band who basically probably was very close to seeing things and then realized things weren't as they appear to be. Right?
I would say so, pretty much. He's been aware of a lot of things going on, and like I said, when he comes on and he speaks, I love what he speaks on, and I hope people will look into like some of the different things that he does and some of the podcasts. This that you have up right now is it's going to be a quarterly magazine that he's putting together, and some of the comics that they've done basically show some of the truths that have been put out also in the past. He's got the Kickstarter coming up this Friday also, which he's going to be offering some of his music in different packages, and the one you have open up right now, Suffragio Healing. These are beautiful. The songs and just the feeling that you have by watching them. People that are in tune, you'll be able to feel these different frequencies of healing. And I just think it's fantastic what he did. And like I did the same thing with all my music and anything I do. I put it at 432 hertz from 440, the industry that they put in years ago to harm us and to cause this disease in the body. So that's one thing that he'll really talk about. It will be speaking on the different frequencies and their effects and pretty much the healing that can be done.
That's fantastic. I love it. And I really do appreciate you taking the time to reach out to him. And it sounded like he agreed to it right away. So, when that happens, when one door opens, that's an opportunity that we always have to take advantage of, right? So, and I've had a lot of doors closed on me, and I actually am very grateful for that. But I'm also looking forward to what you, Buck, myself, and anyone else that comes on here that can start. If anyone hasn't realized, the true lens has changed from Turn the Page on YouTube here, and we're bringing to you honestly our perspective of what is actually truth out there. And everybody is wanting to step into it at this time, and it's just a really beautiful thing. I love the energies of the people that are in it. I don't necessarily understand the other side of it, but that's not for me to judge. And Arnie, you did a great job. I wanted to say congratulations to you on being able to get this gentleman. Let's see, anything else that I need to show on here?
He's got a YouTube channel also. Right there is the 13 universal laws. That's something he posted. Class he did maybe about 4 or 5 years ago. I've just started to watch. I pretty much got done with the first one, and I can tell it's just something that's going to definitely resonate with me. The laws of the universe and the laws of all things.
Yeah, so after the shows, we're going to put all these links out there that Arnie has provided. He's done some work on this, and this is fantastic. I appreciate everybody stopping in here. I just want to give a shout out. I see Lori's is out there, and Charlene, and I actually seeing Amy Boyd just jumped in here. Yeah, and let's see. This was going to be a short show, unless you've got something else to talk about. It's basically was going to be our little promo into Sunday show. So 4:00 p.m. Central Time, 5:00 Eastern. Oh, somebody's making a comment about my last video. Yeah, and it's I love this, Arnie. If you could pull anybody else that wants to come in. I love collaborations, and that's what it's all about. So
I'm really looking forward to this, because like I said, I just resonate so much with everything that he does and what he speaks on. I just love it. This is going to be great.
So I actually said to Arnie in a text going back and forth, I says, "You're going to be the host. I'll probably try to run as much as I can." He goes, "What?" And I said, "No, I'm going to be there too, but I'm going to be there pretty much because, when you invite somebody onto the show and you really get into their energy and you're really excited about it, you're going to have so many questions for him, a lot more than I would. And I think you're going to be fantastic on this. And where I kept saying, you're going to just take off, you're going to shine, and your communications is going to open up. I think this is going to be a great show for all of us to see that with you, and also with Buck too. I'm sure Buck is going to have a lot to say about this. So that's all that I know that's going to come on the show. Alley Cat's always invited onto these shows if she can make it.
I actually mentioned that to her yesterday on her live.
Good.
If she could be on, it would be good. And like I said, his Kickstarter kicks off Friday, and I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait. I just love all he does.
Let's see what else we have here. We have Lori saying hi. Thank you, Arnie. Always has much to share with us. Yeah, they do. Arnie, the first time that you came on the channel, we all knew that we have to have you back, and you come when you can make it. So I do want to ask you just to kind of talk a little bit about, I know that you have done a show or you're going to do a show. How did that show go? Or you made some cards or something like that just recently?
Well, I did do a video a while back on creating cards for people to see. But basically what I did is I actually I recorded my own music, kind of. Songs I had written years ago, I actually created. I used Suno, the AI program, but I let it run through time and time and time again on each one of these things, because I remember how, when I was writing them way back, how I wanted them to sound. So it's kind of like, I guess, an 80s foreigner hard rock type sound of album. So when I called the band the Mystic Wands, because that's basically what I'm doing. So I kind of like that. And I've been surprised because I've been getting a lot of feedback on it from people that they really like it. It's pretty cool. That's something that I always wanted to do when I was younger. I never got to, but that's basically what I've been putting out there.
Yeah. So just to come back to us here, so we are going to have on Sunday with Buckshot. I see Buckshot is out there, and Arnie is has graciously invited Jesse onto the show for Sunday, and I'm really looking forward to it. And anything else that you want to share with us about this up and coming?
I think you guys are gonna love Jesse Blaze Snyder. Very well spoken. He knows his stuff. He knows what he's talking about. And just the fact we're going to be talking on the frequencies, I love that. That's like one of my favorite things. Is the just speaking on all the different tones and the effects on the body and everything. And I'm sure he'll touch on some other things too that he'll come out with.
Yeah. Yeah, I do too. I love it. We need to talk more of that language and vibrational frequencies. And, so I put a video out there. If anybody hasn't seen it, please check it out. And I think it is out on Rumble. And it's about it's a gentleman. I think he's in the medical field. So he's basically trying to explain to people that we are vibration and frequency. So like if you walk into the room, and if it's just you and this other person, that other person will possibly start to vibrate. It all depends on how strong the individual is. But if they're a Debbie Downer, that means lower vibration, lower frequencies. So I think this guy is actually talking about when a surgeon goes in there, to do some work on a particular body in the healthcare industry. I don't know how this works. Because a lot of times they dope them up and they sedate them and stuff like that, but they can you can actually change your vibration and frequency to somebody else's aura. And it's so important to understand how to protect your energy, especially with a lower vibration and frequencies. And usually your intuition will tell you something isn't right. I don't feel good about this. So what do? You put your shield up right away and you protect yourself. And you've talked about that a lot, Arnie.
Yeah, definitely shielding, armor of God, and all that. And each soul is unique. Each soul has its own frequency, and it's everlasting and eternal. So, I mean, life and death is just transition to moving the frequencies to a different location.
Yeah, definitely. If only we could actually see how powerful we are. It's just like electricity. We know it's there, but we can't see it. And that's the mindset that we have to go into. We have to know how powerful our vibration and our frequency is. And I think we're getting there. We're constantly shifting, and that means that we are, if you want to call it ascending, but it definitely means that we are changing. If you go back 10 years ago, and we talked about this, half the people wouldn't even be here, right?
Yeah, it's true. Especially today, 25 years ago, Yeah. Big
Yeah.
difference. And that's why people, like they say, oh, I don't see the change. Oh, nothing's happening. It's been happening, and it's continued to happen. I mean, 5 years from now, this could be a fabulous place to be. And that's where my mindset's going.
Exactly. I used to do this thing. When I first started out, I used to do Reiki, and I had a massage table, and people used to come into my house, and I would do a couple of sessions with them, especially if they had problems with their knees or something like that. And they would call me up and say, "Oh my God, I can't believe it. What have you done?" I said, "It's not me." So the next time you come in, I want you to be able to feel it. And it's as simple as breathe and receive, breathe and receive. And I'm like, "Can you sense and feel the energy?" They're like, "I can feel the energy coming off of your hands, Janine." I said, "That's the start of it. That's, but now I would say, try to trace it. Close your eyes, try to trace it where it's going throughout your body, because it's going to go where you are leaking energy or where you need to fill up more energy." And that's the beautiful thing about Reiki. And I know that Joey has studied it also. I think Joey might be on the show Sunday because he couldn't make last Sunday, but we'll see. It'll be a full house. Arnie, are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm looking forward to this. Thank you so much for doing this too, and for having them.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. And anybody else out there? I mean, I think I love it that we all have our own little areas of niche, and that what makes up, this, I call us the Fab Five, and that's exactly what we are. Let's see here. Yeah, we are energy, says Amy Boyd, and doesn't die, just transforms. Beautifully said. All right, everybody, thank you for joining us. This was going to be just a very short thing. This will come down, be recorded, and put over on Rumble so that everybody can see it. So we will be going live on 3 channels on Sunday. Take care. Bye now. Bye, Arnie.
Bye-bye.